I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
on the flag. Thank you. Welcome to the Chelsea Troy Township School Corporation special meeting of the Board of School Trustees for Tuesday, August the 25th. Roll call, all members are present. Adoption of the agenda, Tuesday, August 25th. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Larry, any additions to the agenda?
Sure.
There is none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries 5-0. Communications from the public?
None.
None.
New business. Those people signed up.
Nobody signed up. Our primary function tonight under new business is to get permission to publicly advertise the budget. As a reminder, this is our advertisement of the budget. It is not the final budget. The state will come back in and they will make corrections and adjustments based on tax caps and things like that. So the levy and the rate are based on the actual payments to be made in 2027 and our final AV as certified by the county. The budget for the three accounts has been provided to you and a spreadsheet for comparison. When you're looking at 26 to 27 rates, we are within 0.0057 cents of last year's rate. In 26, we were at 1.5879. And after state review, that actually turned out to be 1.0225. So this year at 1.5936. And we will expect a similar situation as last year with the expected cuts due to circuit breakers, tax caps. Our circuit breaker losses this year are expected to be $757,000. That is accounted for in your budget. You see that on the operation.
How does that compare with last year's?
It's up. We had been going quite a bit. We had been going down. When we started all this 12 years ago, we were up over $1 million losing. We've worked that down to about 400, give or take. And over the last couple of years, it's gone up. So we're up to predicted 757,000. And those are tax credits is what they show as. So these are credits that homeowners get, not paying taxes on their homes, but that money isn't made up anywhere else for schools. So it just goes away. That's a loss for us. We use 85% of the assessed valuation to make sure that we maximize our budget. Remember that taxes are for operations and debt service only. The education fund is funded by students. Operations covers non-educational staffing, transportation, bus purchases, and general maintenance. Also, when we say published budget, please remember that is posting it online. It is not required to be put in the paper any longer. Questions on any of the forms? You've got in your packets the comparison that shows the 26 budget, the 27 proposed budgets and levies, and then what it came out to be finally for 2026. The very first one in your packet is the notice to taxpayers, states that we will adopt, have the public hearing at the Tuesday, September 8th board meeting. It shows the various funds, education, rainy day, debt service, operations. Keep in mind too that rainy day does not collect taxes. That is just an allocation. So when we say we've established a rainy day budget, it's just what we could potentially spend in that year. We are looking to increase it since we are going to cover some of our costs. We're on target this year and we cannot recoup those from the grant. They said we cannot pay that back if we do get the grant. So those will just be lost funds.
The budget is based on the school year or the calendar year?
It actually goes about a year and a half. So this is where we're talking about is for next year.
Next
27, yes. Mm-hmm.
next year, calendar year.
Correct.
Anybody have anything? Do I have a motion to accept permission to advertise?
I'll make a motion to accept permission to advertise.
Thank you, Rob. There's no further comments. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. A resolution to permit budget changes.
So annually, we ask for permission to adjust the budget as deemed necessary prior to pushing it out on Gateway. And this comes about when the 1782 comes out. You guys receive that. That's the document from the state that actually shows where they cut and they take away some of our levies, some of our money, where we say we need $4 million to run. They say do it with $3 million. We will then go back into the budget and move money from account to account within the budget, within those additional or within those specific funds. Obviously not from operations to education or cross mingling those accounts, but it's a way just to balance what we budgeted for the school year. This allows us to go ahead and do those things without coming back and asking for modifications every single time. Any changes, of course, will be brought to you guys once they're completed. Ask for your approval on that resolution.
Do I have a motion?
Make a motion for the resolution to permit budget changes approval.
Thank you, Mary. John, you go back to the item A, the 85%, the state came out pretty tough on that 6 or 7 years ago.
Mhm.
But they seem to not be holding to that. Okay.
Because AV has been raised so much frequently over the last few years. So they actually encourage us to use 85% of our AV right now to make sure we maximize our debt.
But there was going to be a penalty if you spent more than 15% of your AV on out of operation.
If you moved more from education operations, yes, there was. Not so much tied to the AV, but we are allowed to transfer education to operations. And we do that to an extent, but we stay well under the state mandated percentage.
And I made a motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion carried 5-0. Finally, some staffing recommendations.
It wouldn't be a special board meeting without the principals trying to sneak in just a few recommendations. We're asking for a part-time special needs bus driver in Tony Kimbrell to help kind of offset some of our morning traffic. Head custodian at William Tell to fill a resignation, and Michael Potts, that's actually retroactive to last Monday. Number 3, Ashley has withdrawn her request to work. She can no longer fill that position, so we'll not be asking on Ashley. On target adult supervisor Alexis Pyle, volunteer 6th grade girls basketball coach Lana Hartz and Matt Glenn, math academic bull Amber Wheatley, English academic bull Madison Martin. Carrie Fisher has resigned her morning ECA at William Tell. And in your packets, I've included a potential contract for a special needs bus driver. This young man does not have his CDL, is willing to come and serve basically as a bus aide and allow us to train him. And then we'll complete his CDL and then bump into that spot. That would replace the special needs bus driver that resigned on the first week.
How long will it take him to get the CDL?
We're hoping within 2 months. That's aggressive, but not impossible. Yeah. We've seen it done in a month, and Chris Holloman did that. I mean, he came in and knocked it out and put it out in a month. A lot of times we'll see it take 3 to 4 months, and Mark will work with those people, whoever's interested, until they're comfortable. So if I say it takes 3 months, it may just be that they want to keep getting behind the wheel of the bus and pulling up to curbs and making sure that those one little things that you could do that could fail you, they don't do. So it's an aggressive but attainable goal.
Statewide problem.
It is.
There is.
Yeah.
I think a national problem.
It is, yeah. I'm seeing more and more operating.
This is a young guy, and I hope that he'll stick with it and stay with us going forward and be some stability in that position. So.
There's other opportunities too.
Exactly. Exactly. So ask for your approval on those recommendations tonight.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the staffing recommendations as a group.
Thank you, Larry. Any comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion carried 5-0. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you all.